Before we introduce tonight's scoring lineups, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. And now the scoring lineup for visiting Penn-Trafford. Number 1 is Pencak. Number 2, Johnson. Number 10, Warshaw. Number 14, Warshaw. And number 24, Penn-Trafford is coached by Selfie.
Welcome into Pencak Sports Network tonight. The Penn-Trafford Warriors and the Kiski Area Cavaliers. Tonight, both teams enter at 7-3. The only thing that separates them: Kiski 2-2 in section, Penn-Trafford 4-0 in section. It is a Whitfield Class 5A Section 2 matchup. Both teams coming off a win. My name's Nathan Pencak, alongside me, Cohen Fritsch. This should be a good one tonight.
I mean, you have to hope. Penn-Trafford won section last year by a pretty handleable margin, went undefeated in the section. Just hopefully we get to see some good basketball tonight.
Yep. And tip is underway, and DeVito will get it off a tip. That ball will go out off of her, and so an early start, and Penn-Trafford takes it over.
Looked like it hit off her foot, not very sure. It was a lot of action there in the first 5 seconds of this matchup, but hopefully we can, like I said, hopefully we can see some good basketball tonight.
And so number 1, Fontana on the 3, no good. Pencak in trouble, gets it stolen from her. Stefano under the hoop. And DeVito applying pressure, shot is no good. Weishar's shot is good. It's number 14. That is Hannah Weishar to be exact.
They have 2 Weishars playing.
Both twins, both in the same grade. Pencak, nice little jumper, way too much on it. And Weishar will bring it down. Passes it over to her sister Weishar for 3, no good, off the side iron. DeStefano with the rebound and a foul.
She'll go up and get fouled. Averaging 15.8 points for Penn-Trafford. DeStefano is definitely probably Penn-Trafford's best player.
Yes, I would agree with that.
You don't average 16 points a game and be a scrub as she sinks her first free throw.
It's been a very loud start so far tonight.
Very loud start. We got more people here than what we did against Sarah Catholic.
Which is understandable.
Yeah.
Second free throw is good. Bell now on the Whippy logo. The full court press by Penn-Trafford is really getting to Kiski. As it's taken over there. Johnson into Fontana in the paint. To Fontana to Weishar. Back to Fontana. They'll slow it down a little bit. Into Weishar. Out to Stefano for 3, no good. And a jump ball.
Gonna stay Penn-Trafford possession.
Penn-Trafford is under new head coach. That is Chuck Fontana due to the retirement of their older head coach. I can't think of his name. Johnson for 3 is no good. And Kiski able to recover it. And Pencak will bring it down. Pencak over to DeVito. And we have a DeVito looks to pass it out, gets it out to Pencak, back to DeVito. Near the right side of the floor, looks to drive in and take a shot. She gets it off, no good. Gets her kind of own rebound, but DeStefano takes it over. Weishar down the floor to her sister, and another foul.
Interesting foul call there.
I'd agree with that.
Not necessarily sure. If anything, I feel like it would have been on Bell as she did come down there swatting, but they're gonna give it to Hynak.
Not to be that guy, but the green is kind of nice.
For Penn-Trafford?
Yeah.
It is a prettier color of green.
And taken over by DeStefano and the Warriors. Weishar to finish it, no good. DeVito with the rebound.
Again, another Kiski girl pickpocket here early in this one. Penn-Trafford, you can definitely tell they are a hustle team.
Yeah, and so Pencak over to Bell. That's tipped by Weishar. Back to Bell, not back to Bell. Bell to Pencak for 3. That is blocked by DeStefano. Wow. Fontana out to Weishar. Back to Fontana for 3. No good.
This Kiski team tonight, if they're going to want anything to get started, they're going to have to rely on DeVito and Pencak. It is very blatant. I feel like, not saying that the other girls on the Kiski team aren't up to standard. DeVito and Pencak both lead. Two leading scorers here for this Cavaliers team, both averaging double digits.
We got to get the viewership up on this game. This is a big one. You know, Kiski still held scoreless on the night, 6-0. Pencak to Bell. Bell to DeVito. DeVito picks up her dribble, gives it out to Pencak. And was trying to go for maybe a shot there.
I think she was going for the layup. came down. I don't know what Penn-Trafford for that was, but came down on the ball, was able to get it out of bounds.
Pencak shot, no shot, travel.
No shot, they'll call the travel. Good call there by the referee. I will say they always bring out the younger refs for girls' games. I'll never understand that, but I think they probably have the reasons behind it.
I mean, you think you want the younger guys with the faster guys.
For the boys' games, yeah.
Weishar on the shot there, no good. And again, no response by Kiski with the press.
Not even a press. That's just. I feel like it is just lazy transition. By Kiski, they're not paying attention.
Just sits like in the middle. Kind of.
Yeah. They're not paying attention once they get to half court. It's not. DeVito's worried about who to pass it to, and she's going to be people coming up from behind her on both sides. As Hynek will exit the game for Strelick.
So DeVito gets it across. Over to Pencak for a three. No good. They needed that.
That would have been a big momentum basket for sure.
And nice pass to Johnson, and that is good.
Johnson, only a sophomore, definitely building up her resume here with Fontana being the only junior in the starting five, along with both Weishars and DeStefano being seniors. Johnson, probably the future of this Warriors basketball team.
Yep, and she has a height too. One of the taller on the floor right now.
Yeah.
At
5'10". And DeVito will finally get the Cavaliers on the board here with 3:51 left to play in the first quarter, as Coach Brush will call a timeout.
So we are ready out of the timeout. DeStefano will bring it down the floor. 3:40 remaining in this first quarter.
We're back. No Penn-Trafford subs yet, but Kiski will bring another new girl onto the floor as Ariana Bell will enter the game for Ali Pencak at the timeout.
Johnson to Weishar for three. No good.
A little too much on that one.
A little too much on that.
This Penn-Trafford's team, this hustle defense. A nice take by DeVito, and she'll put it up and in.
Yeah, that ups her total to 4.
That's what Kiski's going to need tonight from DeVito and Pencak if they're going to want any chance of staying in this game.
Pencak with a nice steal, looks for the finish, and she has it. And so what a little run there by the
Little momentum here for the Cavaliers. 4-0 run coming out of the timeout. Let's see if DeStefano and the Warriors can just respond.
And so now Weishar back and forth to DeStefano for three. No good. And Pencak will take it down the floor. DeStefano, 2 early threes, no good. DeVito ends in Bell's hands. Bell for three, no good. DeVito rebound, no shot.
They're going to call no shot. They're going to call a foul on the floor here. I think it's on number 14, Weishar. No, number 24, Tori DeStefano. As both Weishars will exit the game for Arabelle Nichols and Annabelle Aquino.
All right, DeVito needs to get it out. And too far.
I feel like that if you're Pencak, you gotta at least try to make an attempt for the ball.
Yeah.
At least try grabbing it,
Yeah.
try to bounce it off of the defender's leg or something.
And so we got new players, so it'll take me a second to get their names. DeStefano tried for a 3.
That's gonna be blocked by Strelick.
Johnson for 3, no good. Kiski is getting saved, and none of those shots are falling, because if they did, this would be pretty ugly. Bell makes it.
Nice bounce off the backboard there for Bell.
Johnson now with possession, stops the dribble, over to Aquin. Over to Johnson. But Johnson for the shot is blocked by Bell. Under 2 minutes here left in the first. Over to Pencak, nice little layup, no shot. And a trap goal. Maybe that's why the younger refs there, coach.
Yeah.
I mean,
Our third host over there said it best. He went 1-2 and up. I really don't see a travel call there, but
Weishar for 3, no good. Pencak rebound.
it's out to DeVito's. DeVito's starting to get in stride. She gets scary while she's in stride. It's a nice dump off to Bell, and Bell puts it up and in. And the Cavaliers have came back here early in this one.
And so now Fontana needs to do something with it. Over to Aquin, into Nichols, and that is blocked. DeVito down the floor, gets it to Bell, shot is up and good.
Kiski's bringing it to Penn-Trafford.
And so
Just 9-2, not even a couple minutes ago here. And a 10-0 run from Kiski Area has propelled them into the lead. As DeVito fights for the rebound, and she gets thrown onto the floor, and no fouls administered.
Quinn now down the floor to Weishar, and a nice easy layup.
This Penn-Trafford will get back on the board now.
And so DeVito draws the foul, stops the clock, and number 2. I was looking back. Penn-Trafford has been held. Oh no, they got a basket. Take that back. I was gonna say they've been held scoreless since the timeout.
They're on a 10-2 run right now
Weishar
for
cashed in.
Kiski Area. Kiski went on a run there. They get dangerous when they can go on those little runs.
Yeah, Pencak now under
Nice
the hoop.
move by Pencak.
Bell with the rebound and the score. Now Fontana back to Weishar. To Fontana. Very loud. Very loud. Fontana. It's back and forth between Fontana and Weishar. Over to her sister. Back to Weishar. All right, I'm getting tired of saying the same name. Weishar for 3. No good. Bell with the rebound. Pencak 8 seconds to play. DeVito for 3. No good.
And that will end the first quarter. Kiski, the slight comeback here to make it 14-11 at the end of 1.
All right,
We're back.
we're back. Here we go. Second quarter. Clock is not put at 8 minutes yet. Do have to take a little timeout. And we got a classic scoreboard issue. Although maybe it's not an issue. Yeah, it is not an issue.
We got it.
We got to work. Got to go.
So coming into the second quarter,
Strelick takes it herself, but stops halfway there. Look for Bell. That pass is a little
went
too...
right through Bell's legs there.
Yeah, a little too
A little too low.
low. A little fast, too. Not ready for that. But. So DeStefano now with possession down by 3. Ends up in Weishar under the hoop. Back out to DeStefano for 3, and it's nothing but net.
I think that's the scary part about this Penn-Trafford team. They put up a lot of three-point shots in that first quarter that weren't bad shots, and they were just missing. If those start to hit, this game could get ugly fast.
Yeah, Pencak on the baseline puts up a jumper too far, and Fontana brings it down the floor. Weishar trying to get it to Anklin. Strelick will kind of slow it down to DeVito. She'll take it herself. She does not have it. And Weishar gets the rebound. And now Fontana drives in.
So just rim out.
There's no good. Bell to Pencak. Yeah.
And that's going to be a foul. No, nothing serious with fouls yet for Penn-Trafford. Everyone's just kind of sharing one.
I do want to say one thing about this Penn-Trafford team is they're very good at shooting their free throws all season. Last game, they're actually 100% at them. And tonight...
As Bell goes over and back. I don't even think she realized she was going to go over and back until she did.
That's an unfortunate one.
That is upsetting.
And that possession is gone. DeStefano over to Weishar near the Whippeal logo. Stops, gets it to DeStefano to Aquin. Gets her legs taken out on the way to the hoop. Aquino, sorry about the pronunciation there. It's not on purpose.
As Pencak going to come out of the game here. And then she has 2 fouls already. So they're going to bring back in Alasia Bell, who already has 6 points tonight for the Cavaliers. She's having a pretty good game. It's now DeStefano with the ball. Good over to Weishar, over to Aquino. Over to Fontana, and she'll bring it back up to Weishar. Back to Fontana. Fontana's looking for someone over to the one Weishar, and intercepted there, but pickpocketed by DeStefano, and she'll go up and put it in.
All right, sorry about that. Whoa. All right, sorry about that. I just had to update my little things there. Strelick to DeVito. Back to Strelick. 5:57 remaining to Pencak to DeVito. We got some flashes in the crowd. Hopefully they're not interfering.
Some nice cameras.
Pencak attempted to get the Strelick. DeStefano rips it away. Possession in favor of DeVito.
So here comes back in Johnson for Aquino.
All right, and so now DeStefano nearing towards the right. Got the lead by 2. Weishar for 3, no good. Fontana with the rebound. Back to Weishar. Weishar to Fontana. Back to Weishar to Johnson in the corner. Back out to Weishar to Fontana. And a lot of passes here back and forth. Fontana to Weishar, back to Fontana. Way over to Weishar near the baseline, puts up a shot, no good.
Nice swing pass there by DeStefano.
Yeah.
Just wasn't able to fall in Weishar's favor.
Pencak to Bell. Bell, nice little layup is no good.
She'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, draws the foul. These are foul foul shots are the most important shots in the game.
Kiski historically not good at making their foul shots, as Brooke Boss will come in for, that will be Olivia Weishar. Because they look, both Weishars, I mean, they look identical, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just their numbers telling them apart. Same hair and everything. You gotta really pay attention. As Fontana will bring it up the floor here for the Warriors. Gonna dump it off to DeStefano. Over to Johnson for 3, and that will hit off back rim. Rebounded by Boss. Boss puts a move on, back out to DeStefano with a little mid-range jumper, and that will fall.
And so Johnson's still looking to make a 3, but with a little bit of a press now.
Just like that, Penn-Trafford right back into that press that gave them success early in the first quarter.
Pencak for 3, no good, and a foul.
Foul on Bell. Is that gonna be the over the back foul?
Yeah, it'll be.
They're gonna give it to Bell on the push, as Horsachek will enter the game for the first time tonight, as they're gonna take out Ali Pencak.
You can see there down at the table, Coach Corey. You'll see him here hopefully on the camera. He's got a big game tonight. A little section contest.
Another section contest with Plum. They gotta come back after that devastating loss against Shaler on Monday night. That was a game that not a lot of people from Kiski expected to lose. That Shaler matchup was very hard to watch.
Yeah. All right, so Kiski will take that one over. That shot is no good. Penn-Trafford coach is not happy with that call.
It's just a simple kick ball violation on Johnson. Nothing to be too upset about.
And completed pass to Bell. Gets the shot.
Put it down in. Caught Weishar jumping there.
Yeah.
He was able just to take advantage of her. And that ball now is going to go across half court. And DeStefano will pick it up over and back.
And so I'm not sure if she realized that it would be over and back.
Well, I mean, I respect the hustle from her, because if you can, if they're not going to, at least try to guard the ball, pick it up and try to get some points, especially in a game like this.
Yep. DeVito long 2 is good. And so now Johnson to DeStefano. To Boss, sorry, my bad. DeStefano for 3, no good. DeVito rebound, and she'll bring it down the floor. And loses control of it. DeStefano picks it up. Johnson and Bell. Shot is no good. Horsachek rebound, and DeVito now has it almost.
Coach Fontana very upset about that. No call down there by the referee.
DeVito moving kind of to there. And a foul.
No. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that foul call. Could be a makeup foul from down there when Johnson went up in a Leja Bell, gave her some issues. As Hynak will re-enter the game for Strelick. Strelick needs a well-deserved break. She's been in, I'm going to say, about since 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So a well-deserved break for Strelick.
DeStefano and gets it over to Johnson. And try to get to the Weishar. Bell gets a hand on it. The ball is going to remain on the Penn-Trafford side of the floor. DeStefano for 3, no good. I think for 2, my bad. DeVito.
Now DeVito would pick up a dribble. No one came back for the ball, as Coach Brush is going to have to call a timeout there with 2:35 left in the second quarter.
Very smart timeout. Because in a situation like that, you lose possession of it.
Lose a possession, and they're right under the rim. Especially, you're holding a lead right now against Penn-Trafford.
Yeah.
Which I don't think a lot of people expected this lead out of the Cavaliers.
No, we're good. Yeah, we're good. right, and so we are back to Pencak now. Over to DeVito. DeVito to Bell. And jump ball.
No ball. Penalty.
All right. DeVito gets it out to Hynak for 3 and banked in. And so that lead now extended to 4.
Let's go, Sydney.
Weishar, 3's no good. Bell rebounds. Pencak to DeVito. And we are good. DeVito. Shot is no good. No foul is called. And Weishar bring it down the floor. Nice pass
Wide
to
open
Johnson.
to Johnson.
And a nice finish and foul.
Wide open like that. I feel you almost got to know better not to run down behind her like that. And at least put your hands up. Try to get a hand on the ball if you can. As Strelick's going to re-enter the game for Ariana Bell, which another well-deserved break for another Cavalier. As DeVito will inbound the ball to Pencak. Penn-Trafford running that full-court press that we've seen a lot of tonight. Pencak over here on the right side will pass it.
Nice steal. Yeah.
Intended for Strelick, stolen by Weishar, over to her sister Weishar for 3.
And DeVito with the rebound. Okay, all right, here we go. Set something up here. We got 1:30. Don't force anything. Pencak. Back to DeVito. And a travel.
DeVito walked. She did go there.
If this was a way we'd have to listen to the cheerleaders say they like take the BUS chant. I think that's how they do.
As Horshachek will exit, Balanchek will re-enter, and we are back with that is not the starting 5. That's everyone minus Bell.
Yeah. Over to Johnson, now on the right side of the floor. Out to DeStefano. Drives in, loses it, but the foul is called.
Is that going to be, does that put the Warriors in the bonus? So they're going to call the block on Pencak, which is going to give Pencak her first foul of the night. And that will put the Warriors into the bonus here with about 1:17 left here to play in the first half.
And so DeStefano almost perfect at her free throws. Missed one tonight. That's the only one missed is one. Team shoots 100% at their free throws.
So that's going to be Hannah Weishar, and Brooke Boss will come off for Isabella Fontana and Annabelle Aquino.
Second one is good for DeStefano, and so Balanchek brings it down the floor, stops her dribble, gets it to DeVito. And
very interesting travel call there
yeah.
from the referee. She caught the ball and then put the ball down. I
don't love those calls, but gotta live through them.
can't do anything about it.
DeStefano, just under a minute to Weishar, back to DeStefano, back to Weishar, back to DeStefano, over to Fontana, to Johnson in the corner for 3, no good. Balanchek gets the rebound. Weishar applying a lot of pressure there, but gets it out to DeVito, to Hynak. And
Shot will fall for Hynak.
2 lucky shots for her. Cavaliers need him though. 30 seconds. Fontana stops her dribble, gets to Weishar, nice little bounce pass. Weishar takes it in, puts a shot up, and it's nothing but net.
Just a little floater there for Weishar is all she needed.
And now Balanchek to DeVito, 15 seconds to play. Strelick to Hynak, ball is taken by Fontana.
Nice idea there from Strelick. She never saw Fontana come up to court.
Weishar to Johnson, that pass is kind of blocked. And no shot is taken, and that'll end it.
Johnson didn't know how much time was on the clock. As we have a game here on our first game of tonight's doubleheader.
Yeah. 1 point. It's all at the size of 2 of them right now, 25-24. Penn-Trafford. Teams going for the halftime.
So 10 minutes on the clock, and we'll see you guys back here in about 7. welcome back as we're going to start the second half here. 25-24, Penn-Trafford with the slight lead as Fontana will give it over to Weishar. A little floater there. Roll off the rim as DeVito will bring it down now for the Cavaliers. DeVito, 6 points in the first half. And there is a charge. DeStefano put her body out there on the line.
Yeah.
Big momentum foul for the Warriors. I mean, they came in halftime, definitely even game. As now DeStefano will bring it down for the Warriors. To Weishar, over to Johnson, back to Weishar. As we're going to go back to Johnson, over to a wide open DeStefano, down low to Fontana. And there's going to be a jump ball that is going to be in favor of Kiski Area.
And just to clarify, Penn-Trafford will now be shooting on the right, Kiski on the left.
As DeVito will inbound to Hynak. Hynak will give it right back to DeVito. As DeVito kind of playing that point forward position as she drops it off to Pencak. Very nice pass by DeVito, and Pencak puts it up and in. It's now Weishar who received it from DeStefano as she looked back to DeStefano, going to be stolen. It's now Pencak will bring it down the floor, and they're going to call the foul there on DeStefano. A smart foul by DeStefano, honestly.
Yeah.
They're going to call her on the block. I mean, that's a smart foul. You definitely don't want Kiski to go on another run as you witnessed in the first quarter. It was a smart foul there. It's now inbounded by DeVito over to Pencak, up and in. As Pencak's total tonight will go to 6. DeStefano, nice little swing pass over to Johnson, down low to Weishar. Little jumper there in the paint will be missed. Rebounded by Alasia Bell, out to DeVito. DeStefano guarding DeVito as DeVito will drop it off to Hynak. Over to Alasia Bell, to DeVito. And another travel on DeVito. I believe that is her third tonight. Again, another questionable travel call. I mean, she used her foot. I don't know. She didn't really take a step. She could have said her pivot foot was her right. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd agree with you with that.
As DeStefano for 3. Off the front rim, rebounded by Fontana. Over to Weishar. To Fontana. And Hynak looking for the steal. Got poked in the eye there by the one Weishar. And now Ali, I think Pencak hit it out of bounds. I don't know, that was a confusing situation. As Fontana will exit the game here for Aquino, she'll return. It's now Weishar for 3. And that will get a lucky bounce and will fall in for the Warriors. As now we are all tied up here at 28. As DeVito will fight out of the double team down low. A nice pass to Bell, but Bell just not able to hang on to it. So that will go out of bounds. Warriors ball.
We're tied up at 28, 5:40 remaining.
As DeStefano will bring the ball down the floor for the Warriors. She's gonna look, little bounce pass to Weishar off her knee. It's just back to DeStefano. Aquino got Pencak a jump, a little bit too much on it, and now that's gonna be Hannah Weishar putting it in. It's now DeVito getting hung up on that press, and she'll be able to make it down. As now DeVito down low to Bell. I think that was blocked by Aquino.
I think Aquino got a hand on that.
I think she did. The little 5'3" Aquino going to be able to get a hand on the 5'11" Bell. It's now DeStefano waiting to run the offense. They'll get it over to Olivia Weishar, over to Aquino, to Johnson for 3 as she'll miss once again. Rebounded by Weishar. She went to go up and under the basket. Now DeStefano puts it up and over. No good is now Bell bringing down the ball, and they're going to call another travel on Kiski Area. Coach Rush trying to tell his girls, jump stop. Don't slide.
Floor can play a factor into that.
Yeah, floors here at Kiski, not always the best. As Stefano, who does have 12 tonight, is going to throw it over to Weishar. Back to her sister, Hannah Weishar for 3 off the block, and Weishar just ran into Pencak, and she is down and she's shaken up. That was like an elbow right to the cheek there of Pencak. As Weishar, DeVito is able to get a hand on Weishar's pass, and then there's going to be a reach-in foul. Not sure on the number. It's going to be on 24. That's going to be on the Stefano. That's going to be her 3rd. That is big if you are the Cavaliers, as Weishar will exit the game in order for Arabelle Nichols to re-enter. So DeVito over to Hynak. Back to DeVito. Little pass down there low to the Landcheck, and she's going to look to try to drive in. She puts it up and puts it in. Big basket there for the Cavaliers. It's now Aquino with the ball, getting guarded by the taller Alasia Bell. And that is going to fall out of bounds. No, it's going to be a timeout.
Timeouts by Penn-Trafford. A quick 30-second. He's got
3:40 left here.
3 timeouts remaining. And then 4 timeouts, correct me, for Penn-Trafford. 3 for Kiski, so enough for 4th quarter action. All right, and so we are back out of the quick little 30-second timeout. And so now DeStefano to Aquino.
Over to Weishar. Back to Aquino. Strelick guarding her. Strelick and Bell, I think, re-entered here at that most recent break. As now Aquino looking to drive in. She's going to try to put it down low to Nichols. No use, and then there's going to be a foul. Not sure what the foul was. They're going to call a foul on Belanchek. They're going to call a push on hers. That's going to be Belanchek's 3rd. One of Kiski's better players is Jada Belanchek, but it's not good if she gets into foul troubles. Now Johnson looking for another 3. No use to DeStefano down low to Weishar. Trying to get it to Nichols, but it's past Nichols, stolen by Strelick. Strelick's going to take it down. DeStefano guarding her very closely is going to get out to Ariana Bell. Over to DeVito. To Belanchek. To Alasia Bell. To DeVito down low to Belanchek. She puts a nice move on Aquino. And they got the mismatch there on the smaller Aquino. Belanchek, first girl for Kiski tonight to enter the double-digit mark. As now Aquino over to DeStefano. Back to Aquino. To Weishar, down low to Nichols. Trying to look for Johnson, but that's going to be stolen again by Kiski Area.
Yeah.
As they're now going to find DeVito, and they're going to let DeVito run the offense. DeVito better get over the half-court line. There we go. DeVito to Belanchek to Strelick. A screen set by Belanchek is Strelick to Alasia Bell. He's looking for his sister, but we'll get it to DeVito. DeVito down, throws it down low to Bell. To DeVito, who puts the elbow into her, and then off the iron. It's Weishar, nice pass to Aquino, who was down the floor, and she'll put it up and in. And just like that, a half-court press put on by the Warriors. That's going to hit off of her foot. And now Fontana and it's going to be Olivia Weishar will re-enter the game for Raya Johnson and Hannah Weishar. Tied at 32 all here. Minute 35 left. DeVito will inbound to Strelick. Strelick sees DeVito, finds DeVito. DeVito over to Belanchek, the mid-range jumper. Up and in. As the Cavaliers will take another lead in this thrilling back-and-forth matchup so far. Aquino over to Weishar. To Fontana, back to Weishar, down low to Nichols. Back out to Aquino for three. Off the backboard. So now Belanchek. Let everything clear out, but Fontana will just take the ball. Now Belanchek on the floor. Bell goes up with DeStefano and one. I don't necessarily agree. Yeah, Ariana Bell looks like she went straight up there. There's not much more she could have done.
Almost confirmed that this will be a three-point play. DeStefano only missing one foul shot on the night.
And there's, that will fall. And timeout, no. We're going to have a sub. Pencak's going to come in for Alasia Bell.
It is youth night for Kiski boys, so it'll be a little loud in the first half.
There's going to be a little bit of a crowd.
Yeah. Most of them usually disperse at half.
Yeah. It's now Bell with the ball stolen by DeStefano. DeStefano drives in and she's going to get to contact. The shot not able to fall. Coach Fontana trying to get his girls excited on the sideline or on the bench. I mean, I don't think Penn-Trafford's used to being in this position, especially in a section matchup. Went undefeated last year in section, went 12-0. And this year they've ran through everybody they've played essentially.
There's only one game that gave them trouble that they lost to those three, but they
lost to Baldwin, lost to Norwin. I mean, and they lost to a team from Berlin, Pennsylvania, which I've never heard of. As DeVito is going to bring the ball down the floor. And then a foul is going to be called. White one, looks like she hacked DeVito on the floor there. That's going to be Fontana's second. That's going to be tipped on the inbound by DeVito by Nichols. To Strelick, DeVito with the ball, and another travel called on DeVito. That is going to be your fourth travel of the game. They are really not letting DeVito move that back foot.
No, as if you're Coach Brush, DeVito with only one foul in the night, usually at this point, she usually has a lot more. So
definitely a plus.
Yeah.
As Aquino's three, a little too much power on it. The smaller 5'3" point guard. So now Belanchek trying to ride that sideline as Aquino's going to be able to push her out. So now DeVito going to inbound to Belanchek. DeStefano looks for the steal. Belanchek for three. And that will miss as we will go to the fourth quarter now. 36-34, Penn-Trafford leads. as we are back here to start fourth quarter action. As the Warriors, there's starting five back in here. Johnson gonna handle the ball over to Olivia Weishar. Gonna get it to her sister Hannah. Back to her sister Olivia. Downloaded to Stefano. It's gonna hit off of Strelick's foot. As now the Weishar is just playing a little game of pass. Over to Fontana. Back to Hannah Weishar, to Johnson, to Weishar, and DeVito looking for the steal as DeVito falls down. Weishar, Fontana, they're definitely looking for a three, or they're just trying to hold the ball here with the no shot clock in effect until the 2028 season.
Which is long times away.
Yeah, finally, but Fontana now, they're just holding the ball. You gotta do something here if you're Coach Brush. Down the Weishar to Johnson down low. Is she just gonna dribble it out? Weishar's gonna take a three and airballs it. Kiski ball, that's a huge possession for the Cavaliers. As Stefano went up, tried to give some contact to Bell. Pencak corner to Strelick for three. Just short, rebounded by Pencak. She's gonna put it up, misses. Rebounded by Hannah Weishar. Over to her sister Olivia. Back to her sister Hannah, blocked by DeVito. To DeStefano for three. Missed, rebounded by DeVito. To Ariana Bell. Down the floor to Jada, 2-on-2. Pencak with the contact, she goes up, powers through, puts it in, ties the game at 36. Long baseball pass there to Johnson for three, missed, rebounded by DeVito. DeVito fumbles the ball, stolen by Fontana and Weishar. I guess you're gonna give them a half a steal probably. Over to DeStefano for three. Misses, rebounded Fontana. She's going to put it up and in. Girls from both teams are getting whooped here. They all look tired. Who is going to be able to outlast the other? As Brush will call a timeout here with 5:29 left to play here in the fourth quarter. 38-36, Penn-Trafford leads.
All right, and so we're back out of the quick little 30-second timeout by Coach Brush.
Much needed timeout, I think, for both teams.
Yeah, I mean,
just a matter of who's going to crack first.
Yeah.
But Bell was in a tight spot there. So now DeVito's going to inbound. Full court press in play by Penn-Trafford. Pencak's able to get it to Pencak, who's going to drive to the hoop, puts it up. Will get the foul, as that is going to be a huge foul. Going to send Pencak to the line for two. Pencak currently with no points in the column tonight.
These could tie it up. And
These for the timeout, yeah, she is at the charity stripe right now. Pencak with two very big free throws. Misses the first. Second one up from Pencak, up and in. Bell's coming in. It's going to be Alasia Bell coming in for Pencak. So DeStefano will carry the ball down for the Warriors. To Weishar, off the hand of DeVito. 5:12 left. I mean, there's some perks to Pencak missing that first free throw, I guess. Doesn't always keep the game tied. The shot now will give him the lead. Blocked by Alasia Bell in the shot attempt from Weishar. DeStefano, little pull-up jumper off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Alasia Bell. DeVito, the point forward, gonna take it up the floor. To Pencak, wide open. And that will fall again. Pencak will give the Cavaliers a 39-38 lead. Up and missed by Weishar, rebounded by Pencak, and they are going to push the floor. Pencak to DeVito, to Strelick, down the Bell. Tipped there by one Weishar. As now they're on the floor, they're battling for the ball. They're going to call a jump ball and stay in Kiski possession, as Hynak going to come in for Strelick and Aquino going to come in for Boss.
In the case of this game, would go to overtime. It will delay the start of the boys' game. So
hey, I wouldn't be really opposed to that right now. This is a good game. This Bell, she has to watch that foot to DeVito, and they're gonna call. It's gonna call from the referee. It's gonna be Hannah Weishar on. I don't know what that means, but
what was it?
I don't know. He just kind of put his hands like that. I don't.
Yeah.
Does that mean like proximity? I don't know. So now Pencak will handle the ball for the Cavaliers. Over to Bell. To DeVito. She looks for Pencak on the cut, which would have been wide open. But Pencak just didn't move her feet. DeVito's trying to explain to Pencak what she saw. As now we're going to have DeStefano bring the ball down to Weishar. Fontana to DeStefano. Back to Weishar. Run a little triangle offense here. Aquino for three. Hits it!
That's a devastator for Kiski.
So now Hynak, that's going to be stolen by DeStefano. It's stolen right back by Hynak. Over to DeVito. And that's 10 seconds.
Is it 10 seconds?
What's that 10 seconds if Penn-Trafford had possession of the ball?
Yeah.
Hold on. Coach Brush, you got an argument you can maybe make there, but Aquino over to DeStefano. Back to Aquino for another three off the front rim. Now Weishar with the ball. Out to DeStefano. It's DeStefano. She can't save it, over and back.
Okay.
Well, actually, that wasn't an over and back. That's going to be a double dribble. But
same thing.
hey, either way. Ball back in possession of the Cavaliers.
I'm going to look that up tonight with the whole, if they take
I don't,
back over.
because she had possession of the ball. That
Full
starts,
possession,
that
yes.
That restarts it. She dribbled. She went behind the back. That's Ariana Bell. Please watch that half-court line. Over to her sister, Alasia. To Hynak. And they're going to push her out of bounds there. DeVito getting ready to inbound the ball. 3:21 left to play here. 41-39. Penn-Trafford in a very unusual spot. Stolen by DeStefano. No one from the Kiski team realized that Ariana Bell goes up straight. Missed by DeStefano. They're going to say last touch by Hynak. Inbounded by Weishar to Fontana. Over to Johnson. Back to Fontana. To DeStefano as we are in for a fun ending to this one. Aquino to Fontana. Penn-Trafford looking to hold the ball. DeStefano to Fontana, as they're just going to hold the ball now.
Smart move.
To Johnson, I'm going to have to stand up if they're just going to start passing. To Stefano. To Fontana. Hynak guarding Fontana. Coach Brush trying to give his girls some advice here on how they're going to handle this. 2:30 left and time is moving fast. To Fontana. Coach Fontana, not used to this position. He's just going to hold that ball as long as he can.
We need a shot clock.
Yeah. We do need a shot clock badly. It's Fontana. Back to DeStefano. How many times can I say Fontana and DeStefano? We are closing in on 2 minutes now. To Weishar. Get in there, Ari. Get in there. Ariana Bell looking to try to get in there. And a block on DeVito, but DeVito does have fouls to give. Smart foul by DeVito. You need to stop the clock somehow. And with that being the first foul of the fourth quarter for the Cavaliers, they have a lot more to give as Hynak's going to exit the game for Strelick.
Just chuck the sticky board there.
Yeah,
and
she just moved the table.
We're moving everything.
She don't got a lot of room down there. DeStefano get it down to Weishar. Back to DeStefano. To Hannah Weishar. To Fontana. And Strelick gonna get the fouls. They need to go for a steal here or something if they want any chance.
2 fouls to give, but you don't want to use them now.
Down low, DeStefano's gonna go up, and it falls. Minute 37 left. Belanchek. They hold the ball as the Warriors enter a zone, and a foul called on the Warriors. So that's going to be Johnson. Going to be Johnson's third foul in the game. It's now Belanchek. We're getting off the inbound. Belanchek puts it up herself. That will fall. Big shot there for the Cavaliers. And a timeout by Coach Brush. That's going to be a minute timeout. 43-41. Penn-Trafford with the lead in this very exciting section matchup. Minute 15 remaining. We'll be back.
All right, so we are back. We got just 1 minute and 15 seconds to decide this one, unless we go to extra time. Johnson, pass it out for PT.
Johnson to Weishar. Full court press in effect there by Kiski, but Weishar has the middle of the floor open. We're going to get it to Aquino now. Belanchek on Aquino to DeStefano. Bell on DeStefano. You need to do something here. DeStefano holding the... As now DeStefano's just holding the ball as now they're going after DeStefano. As now they'll foul DeStefano finally with 45 seconds left.
All right, 30 seconds off the clock.
45.
You got one timeout.
Weishar inbounds the ball. Looking at inbound, gonna get to DeStefano. She's gonna spin out. Screen set. Bell will foul DeStefano. Both teams now at 4 fouls.
So one more, and they're shooting 2, which
One
is
more, they're gonna shoot 2, which not good, but
you have to go for kind of the steal here.
Yeah.
If you fouled DeStefano with the ball in her hands, you were done.
DeStefano looking to inbound. Everyone seems covered. And Strelick with the steal. Look at it back to DeStefano. To Johnson. To Fontana. Gotta foul it. You gotta foul it. So they're gonna foul her. Is referee motion up and under? I don't know.
That's 5. So she'll go to the line.
She's gonna go to the line for 2.
Best.
Fontana, 2 points tonight. Hasn't done much. Let's hope the Cavaliers can hopefully get a miss or 2.
That's probably best case scenario. DeStefano is trying to hold it and get the foul because she's so good at the line.
And she misses the first. Crowd here for the boys game starting to come in at the best time possible. It's now Fontana. The second one up and good. 3-point game. Vito inbounds the Bell to Belanchek. They're going to call Belanchek. It's called Belanchek on a travel. And a full timeout now for Penn-Trafford. 44-41, 26 seconds left to play.
All right, and so we are back out of the timeout. We have 25 seconds remaining.
25.7, about 26.
It's close to 26.
44-41, Penn-Trafford leads.
A hope and a dream.
It is. It's Penn-Trafford ball. Korsacek to guard Fontana.
I've seen miracles before.
Fontana out to DeStefano.
Let her pass it. Let her pass it. Let her pass it. It's over and back. It's over.
Now they foul her. Korsacek.
She did tip it.
That wasn't over. Yeah, it was tipped. It was forced back.
It was tipped. All right. Earlier at the line, 1 for 2, making the second.
Fontana missed one. She'll sink it.
A foul made 3 is the only way to get this one.
Oh, man.
In one possession.
I think it's possible. A lot of noise there. She's able to put it down. Now here goes Bell. Bell gets it to the Vito. The Vito fumbles it, puts it up, and it will miss, and that will be the game. The Vito gonna foul Hannah Weishar, but nothing much you can do there. Hard fought game by your Lady Cavs.
And now the walk of shame.
You got to feel for the Lady Cavs here. I mean, they came to this game. I don't think anyone in this gymnasium thought they were going to even stand a chance against the Warriors. And they came in, they proved them wrong. They didn't get the outcome they were hoping for, as this was a very close game. Last team to give this Penn-Trafford team a close game was when they lost to Baldwin almost a month ago. North Hills had a pretty good fight with them. now DeVito gonna chuck it there at the end of the game off the backboard, and that will end this one. So 48-41, Penn-Trafford gonna come out of Kiski Area, just escape with a win, Nate.
Yeah, I'm not even sure who you give player of the game. I mean obviously
it would be DeStefano.
I mean, with the most points, but I mean, everyone on Penn-Trafford's team contributed to the win.
Yeah. DeStefano with 18 points, though, definitely top player on Penn-Trafford's team. She does not miss from mid-range.
So that'll do it. We got to get ready for the boys' game in 20 minutes. We'll see you then.